Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Today, we are bringing up on the ladder a mid-Redoran deck. Now, I've been testing this baby all day long in casual, even though it's not the best environment to test things, because people play all kind of random stuff. What the hell is going on with my cards? Oh, it must be the HD graphics, I think, being downloaded, hopefully. Okay, so back on track. Even though the casual system is not the best environment to test ladder decks, this deck is intended to be all out great against anything. I've even had matches against ladder tribunals played in casual, lasting for 18 minutes. Just players wasting their removals, and then Conscription hits. Yep, it's a Conscription Redoran with mid-range card base. And it's pretty awesome. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. And let's see how we do against this warrior deck. Piloted by Mamangela, I believe I spelled it correctly. Number 63 in Legends. So this should be a proper test. Now, this deck has Conscription, it runs Praetorian commanders, and has loads of good cards, strong cards, which can basically serve up to victory no matter what. We even have a Journey to Sovngarde, of course. It's right here in our hand. I'm guessing that my opponent is downloading graphics, or I'm downloading graphics for my opponent card to be played. That's why it's not being laid down. It must be from the patch. Okay, guys, so the patch hit. We have a catapult and sleigh mechanics, plus the Integral Mastermind having been nerfed. And I still think that the catapult is strong. I mean, okay, it's a 4/4. You can easily remove it with a lightning bolt, but it's 4 damage for 2 cost. And the Integral actually received a buff. Think of it from a Tribunal standpoint. Previously, Tribunal used to discard stuff, and if you got 2 cards, 2 key cards, 2 removal, 2 great removals, you would have thrown 1 away. Now you don't. This means Tribunal got a buff, because you don't throw good cards away. You just draw a card, and that's about it. So how do we get of this development? Well, we could play... Oh yeah, I know what we can play. We can play a Skaven Pyromancer. Even though this means we'll have to sacrifice our Orc clan captain, it's not going to affect us very much. We are a mid-range deck with Conscription. Now, if my opponent decides to trade that Haunted Spirit after summoning 6 magic, okay. My opponent could be summoning a Sower of Revenge. In which case, buffing it, well, that's going to get removed by Javelin. We have Javelin. So we're running Javelins and Edicts. Edicts are mostly for the support. Bully Control. And Skin Hound. Well, I guess we'll just have to play Javelin on the Troll. That's a good play right now. And trade the Skaven Pyromancer with the Skin Hound. That'll leave my Integral Mastermind on board. And the Haunted Spirit alive. If my opponent still tries to go for face, or tries to sacrifice the Haunted Spirit, we have just the element. Right on Q7 Magicka, Beleriand Giant. We're running 2 copies of Beleriand Giant, 2 copies of Cradle Crush Giant, 1 copy of Aspect of a Scene in our hand right now. Okay, so playing Beleriand Giant is no longer an option, because it'll just get destroyed by the Advelothi Assassin. Cradle Crush destroys Advelothi Assassin, and I'll use Skinned Hound to protect my Cradle Crush Giant. We need to get rid of that, because it can trigger, aside from the fact that it caps our Magicka, also caps my opponent's Magicka, but yeah. Given the fact that it's a Nagra warrior, having Warlock Headhunters seems logical. Let's see, what can we go with? Let's draw a card. Okay, we drew one of the 2 Ebonheart Oracles that we have in our deck. Stole that ward. It's going to take both creatures to destroy that warded Penitus Oculatus agent. Maybe my opponent is not into that. Suppress. Okay, so it's a... could be a self-suppressing deck. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. And no Catapult yet. Triumphant Jarl. Oh, damn. Just saw that I have just 1 HP less than my opponent. And we just got Dushnik. Skyvan will clear the lane a bit. And Dushnik will just get rid of the Windkeep Spellsword. Triumphant Jarl has no play but just to trade into our Dushnik. That, of course, unless another Suppress comes down. No Suppress. Which is good. We're going into 10-11 Magicka with Ring Charge. How do we deal with that? Oh, boy, that's double Soul of Revenge. Opponent is really trying. Too bad he will not succeed. I got an excellent idea of dropping down Ebonheart Oracle, taking advantage of our full 11 Magicka can be available via Ring Charge. So I'm going to lay Ebonheart Oracle, and then I will summon Ordinary Necromancer, and I'll bring back Skin Hound. And use Skin Hound on the Ordinary Necromancer. That's 3 damage with 5 HP. It will die from this from Soul of Revenge, but I can trade my Skyvan Pyromancer afterwards. I also have a good trading body for Skin Hound. Actually, I can trade the Skin Hound. And even though I will receive 5 damage, plus another 5 right now from the unchecked Soul of Revenge in the Shadow Lane, we're gonna be good. Because we can jump right back on the train with our Ebonheart Oracle. Oh, wow. Speaking about buffs, that's 9 damage to face. So we need to avoid... Milgrave Giant. Goodbye, Sora. Not goodbye, just a temporary goodbye. Go back to your hand, to your master's hand. And now, a pretty cool field lane developed by my opponent. Too bad I have the perfect trading options. Oh, right. And I don't want to lay down Dushnik. Let's see what Indoril Mastermind gives us. Remember, we are post-patch. Excellent. Excellent. That's actually great. Because on 12 Magicka, we can play Brahma Profiteer, we can play Dushnik, and we can also play Praetorian Commander. Second thought, I'm going to edict that last soul. My opponent is out of cards. Burned his hand clean off. Oh boy. Vigilant Giant. We only have one copy of that. Let's get Bruma Profiteer out. We're going to have to trade our Indra Mastermind into that Haunted Spirit. Deal 1 damage. Trade. Buff goes to nowhere. Luckily, we're not breaking any runes. End our turn. We've got Dawn's Wrath. We've got Vigilant Giant. We've got Aspect of a Scene, and my opponent concedes. I'm telling you guys, this deck is amazing. I've worked really hard on it. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers.